So Lexus is having a event today where they're presenting their new vehicles.
This is truly a phenomenal, one-of-a-kind, immersive experience.
Alana, one of my friends, she painted a mural for there. She is painting this behind me, helping her capture some BTS.
We had such a great little shoot. He shot all my line work. I was up on the scaffolding, doing all the painting and just getting a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
She invited me to the event, so let's check out how the mural came out. One thing that sucks is that all the good shit is in Manhattan and I gotta drive all the way here. Not drive, but I have to take the train all the way here, so that's the only downside, but it's whatever. Alana, how do you feel about how it came out?
Oh my god, I'm so happy with how it came out. I was here till 1:30 last night, 15 hours yesterday, 14 hours the day before, but so worth it.
But anyways, while I was there, I ended up meeting Jamie.
I'm Jamie Guerrero, artist, photographer.
Cool dude. We chopped it up for a little bit. We ended up talking about shooting styles, gear, and stuff like that. Then mad randomly, I ran into Gary Sue. I actually met him at the Subway Takeover. I got a video about that, and I'll link it down in the description.
It's back here. It's just a vibe.
That's a vibe.
So after settling in for a little bit, I went to the bar to go grab a drink, and I seen this red drink that everybody was drinking, so I had to give it a try. I took one sip, and I'm like, this tastes like medicine. Let me know what you taste like.
Yeah, a little NyQuil.
Tastes like NyQuil?
Yeah, kinda.
It'd be more funny, but it's actually not bad. I've had worse.
Better?
It's like a fruity.
See, I told you, it tastes like medicine.
Straight up medicine. Like what?
I met Nadia at the Subway Takeover, just randomly because she was laughing so fucking loud. Her laugh was actually, we were supposed to fake laugh, and hers was the best. But so this is Nadia, I got you. As the night went on, I ended up meeting a bunch of new people, like back to back. Just good convos all around. You know when the vibe is right and the energy is just flowing? That was the whole second half of the night. No small talk either. Real conversations, different perspectives, people doing dope things in all different kinds of fields. And I'm not gonna lie, the food was mad good. There was this one moment. Let me see you use chopsticks.
Listen, man.
Jamie was trying to get into his food with the chopsticks, and I'm not gonna lie, I low-key thought he couldn't do it. I'm sorry I doubted you. He's like that. And then there was this moment that really stuck with me.
Everyone was perfect tonight, and you're one of them.
Sometimes you don't realize how you're showing up until someone reflects it back to you just like that. But honestly, the biggest takeaway from the night is that stepping out of your comfort zone matters. Events like this remind me why putting yourself out there is so important. You never know who you're gonna meet, what connections you're gonna make, and what kind of energy you're gonna attract. It's easy to sit back and play it safe, but the real growth and the good stories come from showing up and just being open to whatever the night has in store.
Tryna ride on my back like a Mustang. See, I gotta watch on my races a bust down.
So I'm back in New York City pulling up to another creator economy event. This time they're teaming up with Notion to celebrate the launch of their new creator program. They're also hosting a panel for creators to talk about things that they use in 2025 that helps them grow, scale, and monetize. So if you're a content creator, stick around if you want to learn something useful. As soon as I pulled up, I ran into Jamie again. Look who I ran into. Back again, bro. I heard there was like 900 people who...
Here?
That's what I saw. I guess it was 900 RSVPs, but I don't think 900 people were coming tonight. So I got checked in and grabbed my ID badge. And once I got in, I started seeing some familiar faces. Look who it is, guys. It's always a good feeling walking into a room when I'm seeing people that I'm building a connection with. You see the lighting right now? You shit me? Somebody asked me why I was wearing a Golden State hat in New York, because I'm like the only person ever in New York who ever wore a Golden State hat. I actually got this in San Francisco when I went there. Solo traveled there. I went to a Golden State game. I think it was like $70, but look at this hat, man. Yes. Now it's time for the panel, and I'm just gonna let you guys hear it for yourselves.
I want to start with workflows. So I'm curious for each of you, like when was that, oh shit, I need better systems, better tools?
I guess there's never been a time where I needed systems. I'm just a very lazy person, and I always use systems to just help with that. Like, for example, I have a rule that I publish a YouTube video every Saturday, and to meet that deadline, I needed systems to be able to do that. So I was like, okay, how do we, what do we need to capture? How do we organize that footage? How do I upload that footage to, Dropbox? How does someone, know where the footage is for specific categories? Like, so I have a naming system. I have an organization system for files for certain projects and within folders of that project. And there's just like a whole processy list out for that entire flow, because I don't want to have to think about that every time, because I know if I do, I'm not going to make videos.
I started my career in social media, so I use like every single social media tool, but for my creator business, I'm now using Sprout Social, which is typically for like SMEs
But again, I think you are a business. And oddly enough, I think Sprout Social is also one of the only platforms where you can also schedule threads. So right now, I think it's super easy to grow threads. There's the algorithm like literally favoring your content, and I can just add it to a queue and it will just go out whenever. So on Saturday, I will sit down, I will take my LinkedIn post, I'll tell ChatGPT, turn this into 5 single thread posts. It will spit them out, I can edit it, and then just schedule those out. I can make 20 posts in like a couple of minutes.
My question to you is, how do you financially are able to go to those places, and how do you choose?
So I would say that, like at the beginning, especially like 2020 when I first got started, I chose destination based on brand partnerships. So like tourism boards or events like work, and then in between, maybe I had like 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, now I'll do for fun between it.
Okay.
In affording it, I'm not a backpacker, never that, but
you like to be a little bougie a
I'm
little
a
bit?
little bougie, but
I'm
on a budget.
Yeah,
so I found Outside, which is like it's like a hostel, but it's like everyone's like in their 30s, so it's a very nice venue. Like I found like hacks like that. So Outside is one that I love. There's a few in New York that like have stuff like that.
So do you live in the U.S. still, or are you like?
That's a good question. I was full-time travel from 2022 to last year, and then last year I got an apartment in New York, so I'm based here because I kept like laying over in New York. And I was like, God damn, I'm tired.
Wait, so where are you originally from?
Military kid.
I guess that's where it came from. I'm not gonna lie. That was the night at the Creator Economy event. Everything was dope. Met some cool people, as always. Now I'm on my way back to catch the train. I gotta catch a whole hour train back to Long Island. First, I gotta get to the subway, and then I gotta catch a train. So that's annoying, but you know, I do what I do to be out here, and it's worth it.